Well, welcome back to Abacus Life's channel, a leading vertically integrated alternative asset manager, basically investing in in-force life insurance products throughout the life cycle of a life insurance policy. With some pivotal news as the company continues to grow, the stock outperforms. Joining us, Jay, the CEO, as always. Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Excited to speak to everybody again.
Yeah, and excited to get you back on. So I want to kind of just framework first and foremost, kind of the undervalued, underpinned conversation. You guys just purchased back what 6 million of stock in the last 60 days, which has kind of ramped
Right.
up pretty dramatically. Just want to kind of speak to that first and foremost.
Sure. We looked at our position as a company related to other companies that maybe not aren't in the same asset class, but are alternative investment managers, specialty finance companies. And we were looking at where they were trading in relationship to things like, their multiple on earnings. And, we looked at one of the best investments we could make was our own stock. Our stock at the time was trading at a significantly lower multiple, comparatively speaking. And we took advantage of that, and it's worked out very well for us. And it's honestly also been a great narrative for shareholders. It's important that our shareholders understand that we believe in our company, we believe in our earnings, we believe in our business and our industry. And a great investment in our industry was our own stock. And so we've been still putting that to work. We put the stock in our treasury, which ultimately we'll use for other opportunities down the road. So it's been a win for the shareholders. It's been a win for the company.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the insights on that. And you also have some converting warrant holders. You were dealing with some bonds. You want to kind of expand on that as well?
Sure. So we de-SPACed in July of 2023. And in part of that process, you have warrant holders who retain a warrant. They may not retain shares in your company. They have the option to exit prior to that de-SPAC process. And those warrant holders have the option to effectively exercise those warrants at a price of $11.50. And as our stock is traded north of that, north of 12, many of those warrant holders have now decided to become shareholders. And I think that that's such an incredible indication of what we're doing as a company, to where someone had an option to not exercise that warrant. I mean, there were still 4.5 years left before they had to do anything with that warrant, and they chose to exercise today because I personally believe that they believe in our company. They see the value, they see the value we're bringing for shareholders, and now they're becoming shareholders instead of just warrant holders. So thrilled about that. The other thing you mentioned was our bond. We reopened our bond just a few weeks ago for a very short amount of time. That was driven by some of our bond holders who had asked us to reopen. They loved the investment. Our original intent was to reopen just a small amount, just do 15 million for our current holders. We took it to market one day and had to go to the SEC and refile because there was so much demand. We ultimately ended up selling 25 million in just that day. So again, all of this just speaks to the perception, the narrative, and the value that people see in Abacus.
Yeah, I think this is a really fun conversation, especially in the realm of AI kind of taking over and people kind of missing these other incredible opportunities. So it's nice to see this kind of story sticking out incredibly well. But I'll pass that off to the viewers. We'd love to know what you think in that comment section below. Consider subscribing, because when news catalysts come down the wire, of course, we're going to bring it to you here. But on that note, we look forward to catching you in the next one.